Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Virgo. Hello, Virgo, and thank you for being here with me. You have 3 messages off bat here from Spirit. I'm going to read them to you. Okay. The first one you have is breakthrough, Virgo. A major shift is occurring. You are breaking free from limitations. Step boldly into the unknown. Trust that your breakthrough is leading you to greater freedom. So I feel like a lot of you are getting ready to break free of something that could have been limiting you. And that could have been something that, has held you for a long time. It's going to be different for all of you, but I feel like it was something that, you finally are getting ready to release or let go of and move forward in a different direction, okay? The next one you have is passion. It says, emotional intensity fuels creativity and purpose. Follow what sets your soul on fire. Do something today that ignites your spirit and awakens your creativity. Okay, so it's some things out here that you guys probably have been wanting to do, maybe even thinking about doing, using your creativity, but for some of the reasons you might have told yourself you don't have the time or you don't know if you really want to do it, but really you feel like you want to. So Spirit is calling on you to do things that make you feel passionate, because once you do that, it can ignite your creativity, okay? You also have wisdom here, Virgo. It says the answers you seek are already within you. Look inward for guidance and clarity. So your soul, your center already talks to you. When we do stuff, we already know that some things that we're doing in our life is not fulfilling us, or we'll tell ourselves, well, this is how I pay my bills, or this is, I think we make excuses sometimes for staying still or stuck or doing the same thing or tolerating the same thing or continue the same things. No. That's Tinky. No, Tinky. You also have, it says, spend time in stillness or seek counsel from a mentor to uncover deeper truths, okay? So this is a time for you to either listen to someone, you can listen to me, no, to listen to someone you trust or someone you respect, or to give you a different perspective on something, or to help you gain a deeper wisdom and understanding about maybe something that could be plaguing you right now, or some things that are changing right now, or uncertainty of a direction, but you feel it, right? You probably are just not sure, right? You also have fulfillment, Virgo. And it says, true emotional satisfaction comes from within. It says your happiness is not dependent upon external factors. Okay, acknowledge what is already fulfilling in your life. Find joy in the present moment. Okay, so look for things that make you happy in your life. Don't dip in things or dwell in things that make you unhappy. Look for things that do make you happy. Look for things that make you feel inspired and creative, okay? Because that's going to lead you to where you want to go, Virgo. That's going to open the doors for you, okay? Now let's dig into your tarot part of the reading. Those were your messages. Let's look at your tarot reading. Something bit me. Tinky, my cat, okay? Let's start here in the past. I feel like some of you could have, I've heard either some of you have traveled maybe on the holidays, or were traveling or relocating, or I feel like a travel here. But I also feel like it was just an end of a cycle for some of you. Maybe something came to an end here for some of you. And that was in your recent past. Right now, I do feel like some of you are in a process of manifesting, because it's a new year, so we all come out with New Year's resolutions and new things we want to start or new things we want to do. But this is different, okay? And I want to say it I'm saying this to everybody right now. It's going to be in a different way, because this cycle is different, okay? The universe got their hands all over this 2026 year. So this is a real big completion cycle for all of us, right? A fresh start. Now, for you, you have the manifestation card, Virgo. So some of you have already had vision boards, manifest something, trying to bring something in. And I feel like a lot of you now are trying to ground it in the earth, right? You visualized it. Now it's time to ground it in the earth. And a lot of you are trying to find your footing. You're trying to see how you're going to maybe bring this in. And maybe some of you are now, I think some of you might have, traveled or something came to an end that's now putting you in the mindset of being in a perspective on what it is that you do want and what it is you want to build or create right now. And you are in the energy of manifestation and expanding, because you have the Empress. The Empress talks about expansion, building something new, nurturing something new that brings in either abundance or wealth. She's very creative as well. She's very creative and nurturing. So again, you have the Fool with that. So it's getting ready to step into that energy if you haven't already, Virgo. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. I'm sure you heard that before. I'm going to say it again. You're getting ready to step in something new, and it's something that you guys created. Some of you could be collaborating with friends or coming up with ideas with friends, or just talking to someone that you consider a friend that could give you some kind of idea. Maybe y'all having some good times. I feel like some of you could be hanging out with more friends, or have been hanging out with more friends, or maybe getting some feedback and ideas about what it is that you want to do, or just getting feedback and ideas about different things, okay? I do feel like some of you could have also had some kind of, I do feel like y'all are strategizing too, Virgo. Some of you are strategizing and making plans for the future, and you might not be telling a whole lot of people about it. But I do feel like some of you are strategizing and trying to build and create or talk about doing something new. Now, for others of you, I do feel like some of you possibly could be being defensive, maybe not talking to someone in particular or standing your ground with them. When it comes to communication with them to some degree, and this is for some of you. I'll name some of the people here. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could be here. We could have another earth sign. Let's see, a Sagittarius is here. Again, Aquarius, Cancer, another earth sign. So a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo is here. Could even have a water sign. Again, I'm getting strong Cancer, but it could be any a water sign. So that could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio here. Okay. Now, you're getting ready to move forward here, Virgo. So Spirit is telling you to kind of get rest, to get like clear on, rejuvenate, recuperate, before you take off on this new direction. Some of you are going to be traveling or relocating. Some of you are just going to be maybe not a physical move or relocation, but like getting ready to move quickly in a different direction. But first they want you to kind of take a pause and reflect on everything you might have learned up until this point, and everything, and think about things before you just head out and go, right? Because you are in a reflection period. I heard that it's a reflection period for a good number of you Virgos, right? And that can be in any aspect. It's just the direction of your life. And it could be when it comes to love. It could be an offer of love. It could be just how you view love and what direction you want your love life to take. What direction you want your life to take when it comes to financial wealth and abundance. It's just being ready to set out on that and lay the groundwork for that. So take a pause before you take quick action. Some of you, I do feel like, are not communicating with somebody, or pausing before you communicate with somebody. You know who you are, okay? Some of you also are needing to make a decision, or will be having to make a decision when it comes to a soulmate, or how you see someone as a soulmate, or making a decision about them. What are you going to do about that situation? Again, this is a new year, 2026. It's a big cycle, so it's the closing out a cycle for something fresh and new to start. It's an ending and new beginnings. You're probably going to hear me say that a lot because that's what it is, okay? All right. Your outcome here, though, Virgo, you're going to be walking away from some sadness. For some of you, you have the Five of Cups here. Five of Cups, and this is in your outcome, okay? Just try to get out that light. You see how this person is sad and they're mourning the loss of what has been lost. You know, it could be a loss of a relationship, a loss of a job, a loss of an identity that they once had, or thoughts that they once had, or where they were believing or thinking about something. But they're looking at everything that was spilled and lost instead of looking at what 2 cups still remain behind them, what they still can have and what they still do very much have, and what they're able to do with these 2 cups, right? They're so focused on what has lost, the old emotional wounds and baggage from the past, that they focus more on that than what is still ahead of them, okay? But it looks like the good news, Virgo, if any of you are experiencing that, to clarify that, you have the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups talks about walking away from old emotional baggage and old emotional wounds, old emotional pain and grief that once plagued us and kept us trapped and stagnant. So it's like walking away from that no longer fulfills us. Carrying around those wounds don't fulfill you anymore. Holding on to a relationship that doesn't fulfill you, it's time to walk away from that. Or old emotional wounds, if you keep carrying, well, this is what happened in the past. Well, I don't do this because this is what happened in the past. Well, this is what they did to me in the past. It's time to walk away from that. Remember, I told you it's a new cycle of completion. And this is, you see the moon. This is like walking into the unknown, right? But you're leaving this behind and walking into the unknown. And once you walk away from the 8 of Cups, right, from the things that no longer serve you, you walk into the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, okay? So a lot of you are getting ready to head in that direction once you walk away from things that no longer serve you or fulfill you, okay? Spirit wants you to continue to know that you are a creator and a manifester of your own life. And you can balance and use things to your disposal. You are a creative being, Virgo. So whatever it is that you want to do or have a passion for doing, you are able to do it, and you have the wisdom to do it, and you are breaking free from limitations. And I'm going to leave you with this, and then I got to go because I've been over my 10 minutes. It says fulfillment. True emotional satisfaction comes from within. Your happiness is not dependent on external factors. So your car, your home, what you look like, how much money you have. It says acknowledge what is already fulfilling in your life. Find joy in the present moment. And that usually is the people in our life, the experiences in our life, not the things in our life, you know. But the people that we treasure, the people that love us, the people that show up for us. And most importantly, ourselves, okay? All right, that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you for being here with me. Hope to see you back here real soon. Bye for now.